Hi everyone, it's Bultagin here, and we're back with Hand of Fate 2. We're up to episode 8. I've got golds all along the way, which has been really good. Taken some time, but it's been pretty sweet. We're up to the Chariot, so let's get into it.
The symbol of victory over oppression, control and will. Properties I understand well, and you will learn.
A plague of corruption is spreading through the downtrodden denizens in the old city. Aid Estrella and her loyal soldiers and find a way for the citizens to escape. Defeat as many corrupted as possible to find the source of the plague. Precision. You will need to demonstrate great precision in order to win the day. Rescue wagons. Save innocent townsfolk to access more stock and options at camp. Alright. We haven't finished his stuff yet. Supplies. Let's go with some gold and what do you do with this one? Process 25 northerners. This one. Let's give the weapon axe a go, shall we? Alright. So, don't know what it is, we'll get it. Extremely good for selling. Sacrificial blades. Bastion, don't know if we'll use that. Alright. Some of these are mercenary, that one, gambler's jewel, it's awesome. This one's really good. Don't know what that does, so we'll just get it. Counters, alright. Go with that. Let's just go all out on these token ones. And well, I think he reveals map. Let's grab him. I do enjoy the jewels. Would like the blessing one, yep. And the old maiden's pretty sweet, so we'll go with that. Alright, let's go. Only 8 encounter cards.
Spreads across the breadth of the empire. It even touches me. My power keeps it at bay. But these are the seals that Callus has attempted and failed to place upon my return. We are filled with low urges screaming like wild animals, and we must find a way to bind them to our will.
Alright. Sir Mallefowl looks down from the back of his steed at the soldiers lined rank and file before him. The city is lost to the plague, he says dryly. We will not waste another soldier on this place. He gives the final command. In the name of the Emperor, prepare to withdraw. Block the gatehouses. Let no one through. At sunrise, burn the city to the ground. Without hesitation, the soldiers march down the cobbled street toward the western gatehouse. A single soldier remains, a captain. She removes her helm to reveal a quiff of golden hair and an eye patch concealing a wound from a battle long ago. She approaches you and mouth clips. She's a pirate. She looks like a pirate. Many innocent people will die. Come morning if nothing is done to correct this injustice, she explains. I ask that you aid my men in their search for citizens to escort out of the old city. Hurry, nightfall fast approaches. Alright. The people will not find safe passage to the west. The gatehouse to the southeast, however, was abandoned when the infected broke through. If we can clear enough corruption from this district, we can escort any citizens through with minimal resistance. Okay. My coachman will follow and transport any citizens you might find along the way. If you are lucky, they may be of assistance in your travels. Search the streets and kill the infected. I will send word when the way is cleared. Save citizens will add options at the campfire. Okay, cool. Wow, 0 of 60 citizens? That's crazy. Map. Riveting map. Okay. Let's go.
Everywhere the rot touches, and everywhere bears its stains.
Signs of mass departure are everywhere. Homes stand empty. All that remain are crumbling ruins.
Surgery must be done with precision.
Whoa.
If it is to be effective.
God. You find yourself surrounded by the corrupted horde that broke through the gatehouse and wandered into the district. They shuffle mindlessly back and forth on the spot, limbs twitching, seemingly unaware of your presence. Let's get into it. You know we don't always have to fight everything we see, Malaclip whispers. You draw your weapon and prepare to take the group by surprise. Absolutely need to attack everything.
The pendulum swings like
Got
a
it.
scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Oh. A rain of blows fells the group of infected before they can respond. The remaining infected stand by idly, twitching and writhing in sickness. Malaclips pats you on the back. Good job. I'm proud of you. I guess I should join in on this fight. Together you dash towards them. Timed that a little bit bad.
Even when things appear
Was that add a
impossible,
card?
they can be mastered.
The infected push you back before you can strike. They surround you. Frenzied. Oh no, they're frenzied! Wow, 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 wow. That's an axe, yes. Oh! I love the jack. I be cutting me some wood. Get up, Mr. Man. Oh. Choppy chop. I do like the shield shot, it's pretty cool. But I prefer the, I think I really like the Nolzur's ability to do the dice, affect the dice rolls. The shield is really nice, but I think the extra dice rolls are pretty good. Because so many dice cards that just can affect the game so well. That appears to be the last of them, Malaclip's remarks. You continue your journey through the winding streets. Ooh, oh, let's get straight into the duel, yeah. A careless moment in the Imperial Tavern gains you some unwanted attention. A soldier approaches, a variety of commendations are pinned to his military jacket. Well, let's just get into it. Mr. Captain of Steel. I just finished season 1 of Attack on Titan, so I'm feeling pretty chuffed right now. Like I can take on the world. Well, that's cheating. Alright, let's get into it now. Oh, I rolled too. I rolled straight into him. I did try to roll right, but I just rolled against the barrier. Yeah, of course. Step back, motherfucker.
Careful, your supplies are running low.
Tall buildings line the streets, their lower windows boarded up with planks of wood on imperial order. A futile attempt to hinder the spread of the plague.
What are you sacrificing?
Grateful
when you stop
citizens.
to help them?
You happen
Have you
upon
asked yourself
a
that?
group of frightened peasants, desperately seeking safety. We hear the Empire has abandoned the city, they cry. Please help us. Yeah, we are grateful. I have much food. Brilliant. Uh-oh.
Do not take too long. The city falls around you.
Trade camp. Buy food. This is fantastic. It's so cheap. Oh, that's cheap food. Oh, so good. I'm just about to dive in on this crazy card over here, so...
Can you claim this token?
Let's go. Uh-oh. Shadowy beasts descend from the trees and tear at your flesh. Assuming I wasn't supposed to just jump straight in. Then, fearing for your life, you flee the forest. Okay then. I guess in future I'll make a camp. You dash through the labyrinth of slum streets in the city centre.
Some still fight,
Hero.
yet they must know their time is near.
The unmistakable sound of combat alerts you to a group of townsfolk being attacked by the infected. One brave warrior struggles to hold back the horde. You rush to their aid. 4 normals and a heavy. Alright. Come get some! Look at all those farmers. Those handsome beards.
I see it now!
Don't know how I blocked that. Oh yeah. That's right. Pretty low health now. Well, my max health is 35 now, so it's not that great. You arrived just in time, the warrior explains. I don't think I could have held them off for much longer. I could part with some equipment, he continues. I don't think we'll do much good now. See me if you're interested in trade. Alright.
The stench of corruption flows
We bring
across
word
the
from
cities,
Captain Fjord.
tainting everything
Captain
it touches.
Soldier explains with a salute. The infected horde at the next gatehouse has subsided. Okay, cool. But there is a problem. Corruption grows from the ground itself, blocking all passages for wagons. It must be destroyed. She asks that we join you in your efforts. The soldier continues. Should you require our assistance, we need only ask. Ooh. Prior to combat, optionally draw an Empire ally card. Can be used before 5 combats or 7 if Estrella is your companion. That's pretty crazy cool. Alright, what equipment do you have for me to buy? I don't think I'm that crazy into it. Buy food, I'm just gonna grab that. Thank you. Finish. Break. Yep. Alright, there's no more paths that way. I think I'm just gonna cover every single possible direction I can go. Wow. Ambush. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm trying to really learn how to time these.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Call scouts to assist. No, I think I'm pretty good, thanks. I'm sure I can take these guys. just focus on one at a time. That goes down slowly. Slowly but surely. Plus it also makes me build up all these charges. I don't know why we're doing James Bond right now. That's James Bond, isn't it? Mission Impossible. That's just James. Yeah, that's James Bond. I don't know what I'm thinking. Of course it is. Oh, that's the man that reveals all. I mean, it's pretty shitty that he's right at the end here, but. Wow, that's heaps. Heaps of map. No new paths, alright. Yay, grateful citizens. I'm gonna grab some more food. Ooh, that's awesome. Just need to make sure that I've got 6. Always need to have 6 for when that temple card comes up. The road to Goblin Town. They say the road to Goblin Town is paved with gold and dead mice. Horace, son of the village idiot, has lured you to this forest cave with the promise of a hidden treasure. You regret everything. Just through here, he points into a dark cavern. I saw a goblin hurrying into that hole not a moment ago. Goblin Town is in there, I'm sure of it. Okay, I will, Mr. Village Idiot, I will go into your dark cave and chase your goblin. Oh, this is cool. What is this? I haven't had to do an obstacle course yet. This is cool. Ooh, what's that? Healing, maybe? What are these? Oh. Interesting. So... I think this is the one. Is it? I mean... I can't tell what one's the end. So I want to get as much as I can out of all this. Because I don't see a timer as well. Traps. Some gold. Please no more gold. Cautious of where I'm stepping and such. This is pretty cool. Grab some more gold, grab some health. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's a good card. That's a good card. I'm assuming I came out of that with some pretty good stuff. Horace is crestfallen when you tell him that Goblin Town wasn't down there. You didn't find the goblin either? Probably used their willy magics. I tell you what, if you manage to get your hands on a goblin, they might lead you there.
Well done.
Right, I'm pretty sure that was quite successful. Let us continue.
Further into the city, with more yet to be saved.
The smell of rotting flesh lingers in the air. The gatehouse tower looms over you, its sides encrusted with the taint of corruption. The captain greets you as you approach. wow. It is as the scouts reported, Malakub says, that corruption will block the path for the wagons. Now make haste. We'll protect the wagons with my scouts. You two clear the way. Well, dear, let's go. You draw your weapon and prepare to face the infected. I will absolutely call them to assist. Because, oh my gosh, there is a lot of them. Well, that's interesting. What's that? Corruption. The land itself becomes shattered, shambling, and broken. Attacks with bursts of corruption that snare the damage their targets. Use evade to avoid their attacks or change direction rapidly to break free. Well, I want to get rid of that. Oh wow, okay. Right, let's see where we go. So seriously, in there. Let's change direction. Whoa! Let's change direction. Oof, that was went all quiet and serious there. Quiet and serious. Captain Fior addresses you. You have a steady swing. Excellent, soldier. It will only be more difficult from here on. I bear no ill will towards you if you choose to leave now. Let's go. As the captain's scouts lead the wagons through to the next district and seal the gates, you ascend the gatehouse tower. Let's go. Yeah.
What is it the towers will watch over? A stream of death and despair?
The tower provides a commanding view over the once impressive city. As you pause to catch your breath, you watch the last of the sun's rays disappear over the horizon. Malaklips shakes your shoulder and points over the battlements to the south. Final refuge. So this is the final floor. There you will see the final gatehouse, its tower rising from the wall of the old city to the south. Corrupted remaining. Wow. Have you ever seen so many? Malaklips remarks as you watch the infected swarm the city wall. How can the Empire let its people suffer so? Malaklips mutters under their breath, and then abandon those in need. As you continue to look, a small glow appears on the horizon beyond the city perimeter. First one, then another and another. The Empire, Malaklips cries. They are preparing to burn the city. We must get to the people to safety. Let us hope we are not too late. Corruption. Really good if I had a pen binge. Oh. I'm just so bad at this pendulum. My judgment is really bad. I've lost Malaklips for 3 turns. That's really bad. Oh. And if I can get on this one. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough battle. This one. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna smash though. Look how many there are. Stuck in that. I mean, I'm going ham right now, but stay mobile. Oh. Oh wow. Oh, that was awesome. That was a pretty good fight. I managed my dodging really well. Good. I mean, those guys are pretty slow compared to like thieves and northerners with their attacks, but that was good. Good result. I don't want to do any of that stuff until...
They believe fire
Whoa.
will purge this sickness.
What?
But the sickness is not in the city. It is in the land itself. It will be purged, but not like this.
With a terrible crash, the building beside you is struck by a flaming catapult shot. The building heaves and twists from the impact and crumbles across the street in front of you. You take cover as debris settles in the street. Calming the horses once again, you turn back the way you came.
Here you will always find fair exchange. Do not overlook the many possible uses this may have. Many will not be so fair in your travels.
Trade food for equipment. Trade equipment for food. Trade one piece of equipment for 2 food. I honestly... Do I have anything to sell anyway? I don't think I do. No. Don't sell anything. See you later. So I can't go on the cart at all? I can, but... Fair enough.
If there is a finer mind than my own,
A wounded
I've yet to
peasant
meet
runs
it.
stumbling down the street,
Yet
chased by
I've
horde
brought a
corruptors.
scourge of mindlessness into this world, and must suffer the results.
At least I got my shield guy back. So that's a plus, I guess.
Keep them away from me!
save there, Mr. Magician. Very nice. Hey, I did it. Awesome.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
I'm gonna redraw that one. That's what I wanted. Much better.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
Oh, I'm going to buy some stuff. You know what the hell? Defeat 50 corrupted enemies with this weapon. Just get into it. Buy food. Haven't got the blessing card yet, so I believe it is 6 gold. Not that, I don't think it's going to be too much of a difference now, but... Extra fee, what does that mean? Requires less damage to cause knockdown to corrupted enemies. It's just a perfect weapon for this. Yes, it really is. Cool, there are more paths over here.
Do you wonder what lies beyond the gates of death? This corruption is but a small part of it.
Alright, 3 more chances with some of that, so we'll wait until it's like full on for that sort of stuff. I'll save 1 for the last gatehouse as well. Look at this, I could kill 30 corrupted. I reckon I could do that on this floor still. Could I? Maybe? Possibly. Maybe not. I definitely do. Quite a great deal. Look. This mallet was really satisfying. Ooh, that was a bit shady, that one. It's cool because you like run halfway across the map to just hit It's got a satisfying design to it too. Oh, I thought I was out of his range. He ran pretty far. Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, so cool. So cool. That one sits next to a fairly cut everyone. Let's go for this one. Oh, why not? Why not?
With every step, corruption reaches further, and your chances become less.
You spy a group of poor urchins loitering in an alley. They look hungry. As you approach, they scramble into a pile of discarded crates. Offer them food. The eldest child reaches out gingerly and snatches the food, devouring it in an instant. Hunger overcomes the rest of the group and they crawl from their hiding places to gobble up the food. Their trust gained, they board the wagons. You resume your journey. Great. I actually need food. Brilliant. Before I do that, what's that give me again? Extra 3 gold for every gold card. Let's just go and buy some food, shall we? I can probably trade. Why don't we sell? Right. Let's get up and grab this one. Wow, let's try ambush. Oh, this is just so unfair. I delay too much. It's like sitting there.
You must harness your will and find the quiet
One more
stillness inside you.
Okay, get rid of 1 card. What do I get rid of? Nice. I shouldn't tell it not to remove the card, to be honest. I should have just gone straight in, because I'm wanting to try and get this token for this weapon, so the more corrupted enemies, the better.
Don't let them hit me!
There's so many though. Oh my gosh. So many enemies. As long as I keep moving my way around. Just decimating right now. Oh wow, dodged right into that one. Nice. Yeah, they're telling me the gatehouse is ready, but I'm not going to go for it just yet. So we are going for that gold.
Now we see how this tale ends.
Malaclipse's condition worsens on your journey back to the underneath. He must stop often for rest, and his usual chatty lute playing is replaced by a sober silence. Finally, you arrive at the familiar stone entrance by the lake, but the doorway is wide open, and the bespeeched ogre is lying in a pool of his own blue blood. The ogre wheezes, "Get away." Just 5 skulls. Can deal with that. Can deal with that, no problem. So this massive mallet. If it did only like scratch area damage. Probably should, like hit multiple people as it swings across. I guess I reserve that sort of stuff for the special attacks on some weapons. Well done, a robed woman draped in bone charms rounds the corner. A necromancer. You must be Malaclipse, and you, his mercenary companion. I was warned about you. Death mage, cool. She bows mockingly. Have you come to stop me from ending the lives of the little rats who scurry in this sinkhole? She laughs, a chilling, hollow sound. By many accounts, I am nobody, merely a killer for hire. Why the Empire, of course. The necromancer steps closer, fiddling with her bone amulets. You really think you could waltz into an Empire fort and steal those precious mage children away without them noticing? There's an enticingly high price on your heads, and a high price on mage heads in general. Once I've taken yours, I'll descend into the underneath and collect every last one. She bows mockingly. Have you come to stop me from ending the lives of the little rats? Yes, okay, you said that before. Ask why she wants to kill those hiding in the underneath. Can you not feel the winds of time changing? Malclips of the veil? The seer's whisper of it. I have no intention of being on the wrong side of history, do you? Malclips grimaces. You are on the wrong side of history, sister. The necromancer smiles. History is penned by the victors. Hedge mage. Now, she readies her staff. The Emperor did not give me lizard man bone dust to waste my time up here while I could be down there spilling mage blood. The necromancer raises her arms, and the undead crawl out of the earth to surround you. Whoa. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Pretty cool. Pretty sure she heals him. That is a lot more than I expected. But here's John. Would you like to talk about Jesus? Look at all the matches. Oh, is that from these guys? Whoa, those guys went ham. They went ham. It was definitely worth getting on that team. Suddenly, Malaclips doubles over in pain, clutching his arm. Ira, the cure. You carry Malaclips through the stone entrance into the underneath. He coughs blood onto his collar. A few steps into the tunnel, you meet Ira. She takes one glance at Malaclips' face and immediately understands. Malaclips is as pale as a sheet and his eyes are bloodshot. Ira, please, the potion. She weeps. Oh, Mal, I have lied to you. Malaclips stares in horror, blood leaking from his mouth. What are you saying? She raises a hand and cups his face with the tenderness of a lover. The only cure is removal. The whole limb is infected. Mal, it has to go. Malclips begins to sweat through his surcoat. He tears at the bindings of his sleeve to reveal the affliction spreading up his arm. Glowing green pustules encrust his hand and wrist. The extent of his affliction now gruesomely apparent. He gives a strangled sigh and promptly passes out. Ira unsheaths a curved silver dagger from her belt and hands it to you. We don't have much time. I must fetch a blood-binding potion or he will simply bleed to death. Do not falter. If the corruption spreads to his neck, then he is lost. Then Ira hurries down into the underneath. You must remove the infected limb for him. The corruption is creeping quickly past his elbow. Oh, come on. Really? Yes! Yes! Oh, I was concentrating so much then. The surgical dagger is impossibly sharp. It cuts cleanly through Malaclips' arm, through tendon, muscle and bone. Still, your friend does not move. You feel sick to your stomach as you desperately try to staunch the bleeding. At last, Ira arrives, potion in hand. Some days later, Malaclips comes to. He stares at the empty healing vials and jars of curative salves that surround his sick bed, and rasps for a flagon of wine. When he is well enough, Through sorceries and blood magic you don't quite understand, Malaclips is gifted with a new arm. It glows bright green and is smooth and transparent like glass. Malaclips flexes his new limb with a sad look on his face. Thank the gods the Empire isn't hunting mages right now, or this would be quite the beacon indeed. After a few more days, fully supplied with wine and the disgusting cave berry cakes ambiguous in the air underneath, you both trudge up the tunnel to the surface. Malaclips is silent as you walk. I could have died. It's a funny thing to think about. Malaclips runs his new hand across the surface of a powerful spellbook. A parting gift from Ira. I suppose since it will be difficult to hide this beacon attached to my body, I'll have to abandon the bard disguise. A thought suddenly crosses his mind. Except in taverns. Have you ever seen a mage successfully woo a pretty bar maiden? I haven't.
A fitting place to end this tale, with illusions ended and pretense lost.
Smoke fills the city. Yep. I have to go a different way. Not a problem. More burning stuff. It's fine. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Alright. Back up we go. Check out how this is going. Here you going. I've done. Shit, that's all I've done so far. Crazy.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
Very nice. Not very good one. Swinging for the middle. So here we go. Casually throw him over my head. Not a problem.
Even in the midst of terrors, there will always be traders who stayed too long hoping to profit.
Running low on oh, that's the. Oops. Map. That's the temple. Prez, yeah. I don't want to waste food on going to that square. farmers. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go, potato farmers. Secure some corruption, shall we?
I see it! Face its bane!
Let's go. These farmers will just sit on the ground. Oh, this is just crazy. Look at the left hand side, just everyone's just dead. Dead in the wind. Old man.
Starvation has been the end of many adventurers.
I want to ask for gold. Thanks. Because I can use the gold to buy food. And now I can still go all the way up here to my prayers. It's this one. Whenever you draw 2 consecutive gain cards of the same type, gain 3 gold. Thanks. Well, why not? Let's just go. Hey, thank you. And that's it. Final
Endless dark
refuge.
deeds have been done in the name of the
You
Empire.
usher the frightened citizens
May
through
you
the
set
gate
that
and
ledger
into their
right,
escape.
at least in part.
My thanks to you, she says with a smile. I doubt we could have done anything more for the old people of the city. Halt! A voice shouts from beyond the gate. You turn to see a troop of Empire soldiers marching through the gatehouse. By decree of the Emperor, none are permitted to leave the old city. Captain Fior, you are to return to the Imperial City at once to report. Their captain commands. Captain Fior scoffs, calling to the young captain blocking the gate. These people bear no mark of corruption. All they want is safe passage. Emperor decree or no, it is our duty to protect them. What good is a soldier who cannot follow commands? What is an empire without order? The young captain retorts, proudly. By decree of the Empire, none are permitted to leave the old city. Captain Fior draws her pistol, standing between the cowering old city refugees and the Emperor's decree. I will not stand down. Epic battle! To end all battles! He's got armor.
I
Good
fight
for him.
justice, not simply as ordered. This is how it must be. So be it.
Just hurt him. So that is Mr. Musket Man. Ain't got no time for you. get rid of this armor, my good man. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, satisfying. Satisfying end that was. That's great. These Emperor-decreed injustices have been on the increase of late, Captain Fjord says. Something ill is growing from within. She pauses her ruminations and gives you a stern look. The Empire would do well to have somebody like you serving it. Hey! I think I nailed
This is where you differ. There is no problem Callus would not have solved through death, yet you show mercy.
Ooh. Okay. Very nice. So I got her quest card. Forgetting all of the citizens. Grifters can pay. That was cool. Follow the goblin one drunken night. So the warrior axe unlocked the chieftain's axe. Nice. Eclipse's one, the underneath, and the magician. Very nice. That was a very, very successful adventure. I'm very, very happy with that. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Went for a while, just getting onto an hour now, but that was a lot of fun. Alright.
I can no longer go easy on you. The usurper will not do so, and I must test you sorely before you arrive at his gates.
What are all these? We got temperance, death, hanged man, justice, the wheel, hermit, strength. We're about to do the strength one, so. Alright. Well, that was the Chariot, gold, which is fantastic. And I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, subscribe to the channel, like the video, it helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!